Hey again, I'm Kristen Boyle, yoga therapist and somatic coach. And what I teach you is embodied mindfulness for embodied living. And so I'm giving you just some foundational principles of the work that we do together. I am not a physical therapist. I actually work in the realm of the psycho-emotional spiritual. And what I use is the body as access to those realms. So if you're curious how that works, look at a few videos back, I believe. There is one where I explain the Panchamaya Kosha model, and that is the layers of your being. So that is one of the foundational principles of how I work with you. So this one, let's talk about breathing. So in the last video, I taught you how to sit for a yoga class, meditation, breath work. So this is not necessarily how you sit at the office, but bringing that kind of mindfulness to how you're sitting will translate to what you're doing in your daily activities. And this one as well. So this is not how you need to breathe all the time, but this is a technique to use to tap into how you are breathing and to affect some change. So let's take our seat. If you remember, we've got the bowl of the pelvis, the lancet of the hips, and then a little balloon lifting up through the crown of the head. So I want to find my seat. I am going to sit cross-legged. If you watched my last video, I explained that I like a little bit of a blanket. So I'm sitting on a block towards the front. However, my knees just fall down, which puts strain on my hips because my hips are quite open. So I'm going to support my knees with a blanket, roll it up in front of the ankles, tuck under the knees. Just see if that gives you a little support. And the idea is that the thigh bones fall back into the hip sockets. The hip flexors are allowed to relax, which now gives you more access to working with the diaphragm, which is what we want when we're breathing. So sitting up tall, bull, lampshade, shoulders relaxed, chin level, no strain in the neck, lifting up through that balloon just tied to the crown of the head. Now I want you to take a big breath. Big breath in. Hold it. Notice what has expanded. And this is where it gets even more subtle. And when I work with you, I can actually talk you through this. But if you're breathing into the collarbones, this is fight or flight. I gotta breathe because I gotta run. So how can you breathe here? Big breath, deep breath means you're breathing all the way down, right? It doesn't necessarily mean you're going, breath doesn't need to be like that. Breath needs to actually be quite subtle, supportive of you, not hyperventilating, right? So I want you to bring your hands around your rib cage, fingers in front, thumbs in the back. The hardest part of this is relaxing the shoulders. Some of you, shoulders are going to go up because your shoulders are tighter. As much as you can, relax. And then I want you to take that deep breath in again. What do you feel? Hold it. What part of you expanded? And what I want you to feel is that you're expanding right through here. So the diaphragm lines the opening of the rib cage, and it works like a bellows. So as you inhale, pulls down, exhale, goes back up. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And you see my hand cupping like that. So it actually creates a dome. It's a diaphragm actually. It goes down and up. So back to that breath. Right around the ribcage. Okay. Now I want you to get ever more subtle. So you may need to practice this after the video, but soften your gaze or close your eyes as much as you can. And as you breathe, I want you to feel the side ribs pressing into your hands. So start to feel that. And then, can you take it to the back, so where the thumbs are on the back body? Breathe into the back. Do you feel the back part of your body expand? Keep working with that until you have a sense that your ribs, so your ribs are round, right? They're opening 360 degrees with the breath in and the breath out. Okay. When you feel like you have that sense, bring your hands back down to your thighs. See if you can maintain that. Breathing in, side ribs, back ribs. There should be little to no movement in the collarbones, the upper ribs, especially not in the neck. All of these upper muscles are there to help you breathe when you can't get your breath. So just think, if you are moving about life with breath here, your nervous system interprets that as you're in danger, you need to run, you need to flee. So it's really important to tap into this more subtle breath to find that state of calm, that state of social engagement, that state where you're able to respond to life. So important. Thank you for joining me. I hope this was helpful information for you. I'd love to hear how it works for you. And if you are interested in engaging with me, get on the phone and chat with me. I'm happy to talk you through it. We can work on video and even dive into some of my somatic coaching, which this is the starting point. So congratulations. Love to see you, hear from you, engage with you more. I'm Kristen Boyle.